Hey guys, I'm back with another candle review, and this time around for the 14.5 ounce 3-wick pink shorts candle from Bath & Body Works, part of the Elevated Packaging 2950 collection of candles. Honestly, the packaging is pretty similar to other candles that weren't 2950 that came before it. It has a hammered lid, but we've seen that many times before. And it has a wraparound label with a little bit of texture on it, which is pretty much the same as the many wraparound labels we've seen before that weren't 2950. But for some reason, this is indeed a 2950 Elevated Packaging collection candle. And here we are. Of course, if it's like a flat rate of a $12.95 or a $15.95 sale, that doesn't matter. But if it's a 10 off sale, then it does kind of matter. Or if you do a buy two get two, you have to pay for the full price of the $29.50 and then do the free ones afterwards. So kind of matters there. But in any case, the notes on this read: Candied Island Berries, Soft Rosy Dunes, Lemon Sugar, and Ocean Sea Mist. Yeah. So this one was really on the fence about in the store. I was like, I don't know if I need to pick this up, but it's like $12.95 plus 25% off coupon, so it was like a pretty good deal that I was like, let me just try it and see how it goes. It wasn't like, oh my god, wow, uncle, but it wasn't offensive by any means either, so I did obviously end up picking up, and here we are. Basically, what does it smell like? It's kind of like if you took raspberry tangerine and added a floral note to it, like kind of like a off floral, like almost like a hairspray vibe to it, then that's kind of what Pink Shores is. Very similar to Raspberry Tangerine. I compare the two side by side and they're not exactly the same. Raspberry Tangerine definitely has a more fruity, sweeter, juicy, brighter feel to it. But similar notes are shared in both candles. So what you get is the quote unquote Candied Island Berries, which really comes off as like a almost like a strawberry puree, strawberry jam type of fragrance, which is also similar to a raspberry jam or raspberry puree fragrance. So think of like a raspberry strawberry jam type of fragrance is what I get from it, mixed with a little bit of a like citrus note. And the citrus is kind of like buttery, which is kind of weird, but it was the same like buttery raspberry tangerine fragrance that I was getting from raspberry tangerine, where it's like a berry and a citrus fragrance. It says lemon sugar in here, but it's like so sweetened and buttery that it could be, I guess, orange or lemon. But just think of like strawberries, raspberries, lemon, and orange. Some kind of berry citrus blend is what you get the most in here. And then you get whatever Soft Rosy Dunes and Ocean Sea Mist is, but it honestly comes off as like a floral fragrance that's kind of like a slightly hairspray type of like synthetic, hard to pinpoint, like artificial floral fragrance that comes in the bottom of the candle, that it's not super present, that I feel like the fruity notes are still a little bit more present than the floral is. But if I had to equate it to anything, I would say maybe just like a generic, like their generic peony fragrance, where it's not quite like truly like a rose fragrance. It's a little bit more juicy and like supple and robust, but something just like a little bit like artificial, just chilling in the background, similar to like the, the other peony fragrances that we've had before. It's just like this sort of nondescript, like pink, frilly, artificial floral that comes off slightly body care-ish, but yeah. This could technically be like an alternate version of what Sweet Berry Peony is, because that also has berries in it and like a floral fragrance. It's not that fragrance by any means. That one's even weirder than this is, but still a similar like berry plus some weird just off floral component in the background. And that's kind of what Pink Shores is. It is not Flamingo Beach, which is Pink Sands from Yankee Candle. It is not that, and it's not like there was like a Bermuda Pink Sands fragrance way back before that's much better than this. It was not that either. Just think of raspberry tangerine with like a weird floral like undertone to it, and that's kind of what Pink Shores is. It's not offensive, but it's not, oh my god, wow. It's just kind of like redundant and like been there, done that. It smells like many other candles that we've had before, and it's just kind of there. That's pretty much it for the fragrance. Let me go into the performance. This is a fourth or fifth burn, and it burns very hot and sooty. Definitely a lot of soot coming off of this one. I trimmed the wicks, and they're still soot quite a bit. They just make massive, like, high, hot flames. Even pull in no time. So just definitely have to keep on top of this in terms of the sooting and keep it trimmed. Even if you do keep it trimmed, it still does soot by, like, the second or third hour. So keep that in mind. As for the throw, I would say just a little bit above medium. I would say definitely like a 6.5 to maybe even a 7 in a smaller bedroom size area. And then more down to just like a 5.5, 6 in a open concept area. So just hovering very much in like the medium area. And that's pretty much it for the performance on this candle. Overall, total one and done for me. Don't like the fragrance itself is not really justifying the 29.50 price point, and the packaging is not really all that amazing for 29.50 either. But it is what it is. It exists. Just kind of smells like raspberry tangerine with like a slight like floral undertone to it. That gives it a slightly different, like I guess, more like powdery, sophisticated twist to it. That it's not so cutesy, sweetsy, juicy like raspberry tangerine is, but similar to the many gajillions of berry plus citrus fragrances they've put out before. So that's pretty much it. Let me know if you tried this one in the comments down below, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.